Well, hello and welcome to a very sunny home of the Matildas for this Saturday afternoon clash between FV Emerging and Boroondara-Carey Eagles. Well, for the first time since the 20th of April, FV Emerging will be taking to the pitch after a series of postponements. They welcome back 3 players from the Under-17s Women's Asian Cup that was held in Indonesia just recently. Boroondara, well, a win for them here will put them well and truly back in the top 4 conversation, currently sitting in 5th, only 3 points away. I'll take you through the starting lineups now for both sides. For the home side, FV Emerging in goals, number 1, Sophie Den, number 2, Annabelle Yates, number 5, Jade Tam, number 6, their captain, Eva Goodsmith, number 7, Eva Kokotis, number 10, Karina Rossi, number 11, Poppy O'Keefe, number 14, Fiorina Iaria, number 19, Clancy Westaway, number 15, Isabella Accardo, and number 20, Caitlin Carriage. On the bench for FV Emerging today is number 3, Amelia Ingalls, number 4, Amelia Tartaglia, number 16, Chloe McKenzie, number 17, Danella Buttress, number 13, Samira Rexepi, and number 8, Theodora Jurich. The referees for today's clash, the central official is Angelique Katsalis. She's assisted by Tina Zafropoulos and Declan Akio. The 4th official today is Lewis Chin. For the away side, Boroondara-Carey Eagles, their goalkeeper, number 1, Mia Mossman, number 2, Maria Petrikis, number 3, Anna Leokopoulos, number 4, Cassie Carmen, number 5, their captain, Ellen Turner, number 8, Venezia Lim, number 9, Gabby Holler, number 12, Rasheen Murphy, number 15, Maddie Van Duren, number 19, Korea Aquino, and number 13, Zoe Bennett. On the bench for them, number 11, Cicely Paraskevas, number 16, Stephanie Kelly, number 21, Angeliki Honduras, number 18, Elsa Sousa, and number 20, Sophia Giletti. It is Boroondara who get us underway in this clash. They are in their away kit going from left to right, although intercepted immediately by FV Emerging. After having a number of weeks off, it'll be fascinating to see what they've learned in that time and how they will adapt. Of course, a young side can sometimes produce inconsistent results, but we've seen already so far this season the excitement that they possess, and no doubt we'll see a lot of that attacking quality on display today. Carmen delivers for Boroondara. Holler plays it back into midfield. It was well defended in the end. Nice touch from Tam. Right back to get it up pitch. And Boroondara, immediately you can see that shape taking place. Gabby Holler, the American striker, will be involved in everything. She'll drop deep as well. Like that example right there, really great at using her body. Holler, she'll play it into the box. Bit of hesitation from everyone means the Holler comes back away with it. Emerging with some defending to do early on. Yaria does well. And now an opportunity to break forward into the path of Carriage. Caitlin Carriage, the speedster, who was well defended by Honduras, I believe, who was listed on my team sheet as being on the bench, but I do see a number 21 on the pitch, so bear with me, that may be incorrect, as Carriage, the Melbourne City player, weaving in and out, trying to keep the ball. She'll play it back to her defender. Emerging, trying to build an opening. Nice little 1-2. Goodsmith playing a ball through, searching for Iaria. But Mossman is there for Boroondara. Long ball comes away to Murphy. Rasheen Murphy trying to turn on the afterburners to beat Sam. There's good use of the body from the youngster to ensure that Murphy could go no further. Good Smith. Good switch of play. She was one of those players who has returned from the under-17s Women's Asian Cup. Disappointing results from the youngsters. Ended up not securing a single point from that tournament in the end. But a great learning experience nonetheless, as these tournaments are. Here goes Boroondara. Bursting forward is Bennett. Zoe Bennett delivering across. There's a slip in the middle. But Aquino was not able to get the ball under her control. And what an in Korea Aquino is. Her second game back, of course. She took the league by storm last season. 31 goals in 21 appearances for Boroondara. That was an opportunity for her to remind everyone of her qualities. And wasn't able to get the ball under control. Here come emerging. Ball into the middle, searching for Carriage. Is she onside? She is. Caitlin Carriage looking to cut back inside. Boroondara defence got there and prevented anything untoward happening. Some process from the Boroondara players. They believe that Courage was offside, but flag stayed down from Tina Zafropoulos on that side. So Effie emerging with the first corner of this contest. Two arms in the air and delivered towards the back post. Headed away just about. It was aiming for Carriage. And corner in from Kokotis. Emerging, still looking to fashion something. Rossi. Tam. Jade Tam. Looking to centre the ball. No way through the Boroondara defence so far. And now Holler with an opportunity to break quickly. You can see Aquino was sitting right on the shoulder of the last defender. And was looking to run forward as soon as possible. Here comes Iaria, who squares the ball into the middle. And it was great work by Houndalas, who managed to prevent the ball from ending up at the feet of an emerging player. Emerging just with the upper hand at the moment. Had the better of the play so far in these opening stages, the youngsters. Another ball delivered into the near post this time, and has it snuck all the way through? It has! Well, at the near post, the corner delivered in by Kokotis has managed to beat Mia Mossman and the Boroondara defence. And Effie emerging have taken an early lead. Well, it's not a moment Boroondara goalkeeper Mia Mossman you want to watch back too often. The 25-year-old. It was a curling corner in. The in-swinger on the left boot. An incredibly challenging one to deal with. So, it is Effie emerging with the 1-goal lead. Early doors in this game, they have dominated the possession so far. They've had those two corners, one of them coming to fruition. You can see two different styles certainly at play. Effie emerging, looking to work the ball well. Here's Rossi trying to play it into the feet of Carriage. But Boroondara will look to hit on the counter instead. Looking to aim at Aquino, who's there this time. Korea Aquino. Oh, she's offside. So the finish didn't matter in the end. But she will be their main target. The 24-year-old Japanese national, of course, played for Melbourne Victory in the A-League Women's last season. 3 goals in that competition. Fell out of favour with Jeff Hopkins' side towards the end of the season. But certainly, you don't need to cast your mind back too far to remember the astonishing impact that she had on the league and for Boroondara last season. A physical challenge by Murphy on Iaria. And if the emerging and rewarded with a foul. Jade Tam, formerly of Southern United, the 16-year-old, she'll be the one to take the free kick. She'll switch up play for emerging. O'Keefe. Back to Tam, who'll play it up the line. Iaria looking for the run of Carriage. Caitlin Carriage looking to chase that down. And Mossman had to do well with her legs and did so. It was clever from Carriage, who was trying to round the keeper. Mossman just did enough that time. Of course, Carriage, such a highly rated youngster. She's been part of Melbourne City's squad for the past few seasons. She'll be one of those players aiming to make Leah Blaney's under-20 Women's World Cup squad coming up in a few months. Just needs to put a string of games together. She's struggled with injuries, Carriage, but the undoubted potential is there. Scored an absolute screamer a couple of seasons ago for City in the A-League Women's. An audacious chip from quite a fair way out. That's the kind of player that she is and what she can produce. Well, she may indeed produce this afternoon. Here's Kokotis. Going one way, then the other. Is fouled on her way through, so it'll be another set-piece opportunity now for emerging. On the surface of things, you would kind of expect FV emerging maybe to not have the best run of things with set pieces, given that they are a young side, that height might come into play. The eldest players in this side today, only 18 years of age. But they did score from that corner earlier on, of course, that in-swinger at the near post. They'll be looking to double their lead from this free kick opportunity. Delivered in. Mossman forced to bat it away, and on the rebound, well, just wasn't able to wrap her boot around it. It was challenging for Mossman. She got down well, but couldn't keep a hold of it. And Iaria was in the right place for the second phase. Just couldn't direct the half volley on target. Murphy was rebounded off Iaria, and Carriage. The ball just went underfoot. She was very close to being away again there, Carriage. Tam to Rossi. Murphy's getting involved in some physical battles on that left-hand side. Didn't win the foul on that occasion. Carmen with the throw for Boroondara. off the head of Murphy. Aquino was chasing it down. It went out before she could get there. Headed up the line. It came off carriage, but probably in the wrong direction, so it gives Holler an opportunity for some hold-up play. She'll play it out to Bennett. Bennett not able to get there, though, so FE Emerging will win the throw. It's kind of been the story of the game so far for Boroondara, just not able to hit feet. Here come FE Emerging. That pass, though, going astray, not hitting the feet of carriage. Oh, that's some lovely footwork in midfield, and the ball was looking to release Iaria. Aquino guilty of a handball infringement, so Emerging will get the ball back via a free kick. O'Keefe. Some pressure being applied in midfield, but Goodsmith dealt with it well, and now Emerging are away again. That ball from Westaway couldn't hit the target. It does look like at the moment Aquino's very isolated up top for Boroondara. Holler's playing in that 10 role, trying to get the ball to her. And when Boroondara do break or do have the ball, it really is Aquino who is the lone figure up top. Even now, it's Aquino who's chasing this ball down. And Holler's just sitting that little bit deeper, and you can understand wanting to use the physical presence of Gabby Holler, the 23-year-old American. She's scored 6 times so far this season in her 8 appearances. In fact, has only failed to score in 2 games, so she's been very, very consistent. But it does seem like perhaps the communication between the two just needs some working on. I'm not sure what's going on here. Holler's motioning to the bench. Perhaps on behalf of Aquino. Is Aquino going to be subbed out here after only 16 minutes? This could be a big, big factor in this game. Just having a chat to the physio now. Perhaps pointing at a quad or a hamstring, perhaps. And she has left the field of play, so hopefully all is well with Correa Aquino. She'll be replaced by the 19-year-old Cicely Paraskevas, a former Melbourne City train-on, also formerly of Box Hill. So the superstar returning forward for Boroondara has been withdrawn from the game after just 16 and a half minutes. And already 1 goal down. That could certainly not be helping the Eagles in their attempt to get back into this game. Oh, here come FE Emerging again, playing back through the midfield, out to Jade Tam. We'll see, play it back to her captain, Goodsmith, who will switch play. Yates up the line. A shot from outside the area. Well, a shot or a cross. It was aiming for that back post, and Osman was very alert to the danger. Had two of the emerging players arriving into the box. Holler now looks like she has retaken a position as the 9, the number on her back as the primary centre forward. Now that Aquino's gone off, so Paraskiva's probably playing just a little bit deeper. That does add an extra layer of intrigue into this game, and the result. Carriage to Tam. Yaria on the way back. Holler intercepted, but O'Keefe managed to get the ball back. Ricardo also signed with Melbourne City the past 2 seasons. Played as a centre-back for FE Emerging, but primarily used as a defensive midfielder in the A-League women's system. Now ball over the top for Carriage, who wasn't able to get the ball under control before it bounced up and hit her arm. She's done that a few times today, Carriage. Just can't seem to, I guess, contort her body in a way to control the ball when it's bouncing like that. There was another shout further down the pitch where it did look like from this angle there was a handball. The referee didn't call it on that occasion, although that second time it was much more indisputable. And the switch of play was looking for Zoe Bennett. Couldn't find her on that side. Big ball over the top. Iaria chasing it down. Can't get there. Cassie Carmen deals with it well. Oh, now pressure was on Venezia Lim. She managed to hold off the player just long enough to get the ball back. Now an opportunity to counter. Rasheen Murphy. Can she reel the ball in? She can't get there in time. Or in fact, she does know the flag is up and is called back eventually. It certainly looked quite out from this angle. Of course, assistant referees certainly have the best view of things down there. Carriage. Still going. Caitlin Carriage has got a runner in the middle and towards the back post. Who can't find her feet. She'll play it back, Iaria. And Kokotis not able to get the shot away now. Second phase of play. Goodsmith from distance. Mossman claims. Not without a little bit of tension. Couldn't get it on the first grab. But secure on the second. Ava Goodsmith has been controlling the game from the centre of the park. Iaria now. Still just searching for an opening. Rasheen Murphy intervenes. Murphy can't find Holler. Tam. Well, the cross from Tam was looking for the back post, and geez, Mossman not secure at all with the gloves at the moment for Boroondara. It was the first sign of a significant press from Boroondara, and they've won the ball back. Paraskevas will play it back to Murphy. Murphy can't get past Tam, who's been very involved on that right-hand side so far for FE Emerging. Ricardo can't find the run of Yates. Annabelle Yates, formerly of Murray United from Albury-Wodonga. Emerging, just happy to play the ball amongst themselves and slowly look to fashion an opening. Ricardo, in this phase of play, has dropped into that 6 role that she does do at A-League women's level, so very familiar with that. They can chop and change. Here's Tam up the line. Yaria. Back to Rossi, who did score a hat-trick in round 1, Karina Rossi. Only scored 1 goal since then, but they came out firing against Calder. Now a ball through to Caitlin Carriage. Mossman is there, but Rossi with an opportunity to shoot from distance. Off target. It was the right idea from Karina Rossi, the 16-year-old. Saw Mossman off her line and went for the spectacular. Just couldn't nail the connection. Murphy against Tam. Machine Murphy wins out this time. Paraskevas, and her return ball wasn't able to get there for Murphy, so it'll be out for a goal kick. Sophie Den, FE Emerging's goalkeeper, the 17-year-old, formerly of Heidelberg. She's had 11 appearances in the NPLW before this season. And as with all of her teammates, still very new into their NPL Victoria careers and indeed their careers in general. It's always fantastic watching each intake of FE Emerging players and how they grow as the season goes on. In particular, just getting a showcase of the incredible talent that's coming through the system, and we'll be able to watch in this great competition hopefully for many years to come, or even in the A-League Women's as well. Long ball, challenging Emerging's back line. Ricardo will play it all the way back to Den. O'Keefe. Rossi. Now Tam. Jade Tam. Carriage is incoming. Yaria putting pressure on Carmen and wins out. And it does go the way of Boroondara. Tam's throw beats everyone. Good defending from O'Keefe to ensure that it didn't get through to Holler. O'Keefe along with Yates, also coming from Murray United, so 2 players in this squad from that club in that region. Pretty phenomenal. Ricardo playing it back. It's Paraskevas who has in fact taken the place of that furthest forward player since Aquino left the pitch. Tim. Iaria trying to tuck it around the corner and is successful. Rossi poking it to Carriage. Caitlin Carriage beats one. Still going Carriage, and eventually played out off Carmen for another corner. They're just winning this right-hand side of FE Emerging. That combination of Tam and Carriage and Iaria causing all sorts of problems for Boroondara. Short corner this time. Back to Tam. Jade Tam, one way then the other, delivers on her left, and a shot, great save from Mossman. Flag was up, so it wouldn't have counted. That'll be a confidence booster for Boroondara's keeper. Was firmly hit on the second phase of play by Karina Rossi. But there was a player offside in the build-up for FE Emerging. So if you are just tuning in, it's FE Emerging who are currently leading 1-0 at the home of the Matildas. It was a corner in from Eva Kokotis. It wasn't able to be dealt with by Boroondara at the near post and squeezed in over the line. Since then, it's fair to say, Emerging have largely dictated play, had the majority of possession. They've looked the more likely to score. Boroondara is certainly not out of it, and Holler unleashes from outside the area, and Gabby Holler gets the equaliser. She has been so reliable for Boroondara this season, and it's 1-1 at the home of the Matildas. Well, that is her 7th goal now in 9 games, just as it looked like FE Emerging were really the team in the ascendancy. Boroondara go ahead and equalise. It's Emerging on the attack though straight away, forced out for a corner. And that's how quickly football can change. It doesn't take very much for a game to turn on its head, particularly when the deficit is only 1 goal. That is instinctive from the 23-year-old Holler. Here come Emerging, looking to regain their lead, but it was great defending. And now Boroondara looking to break, can't do so. It's through Ellen Turner that time. Carriage, Caitlin Carriage should have shot first time. Was just a little bit off balance. She's been involved in almost everything for Emerging. Carriage, her first game back in the side after her side Melbourne City were defeated in the A-League Women's Grand Final. Carriage was a second half substitute in that game. Here goes Boroondara again. Murphy delivering a cross in. It's deflected, and suddenly Boroondara causing some problems at the back. Not quite cleared away. And finally, a touch from Yates was enough to clear it away from danger. Tam, too much on the ball. Couldn't find Iaria. Intercepted. Rossi now. Outside of the boot, inventive to find Kokotis. Nice work from Kokotis. Try and get around the defender. She's brought to ground and wins the foul. A dangerous situation. And a yellow card as well has been produced. Maria Petrikis, I believe, was the one who has been awarded that piece of cheese, the first one of this game. So Emerging with a golden opportunity to get themselves back in the lead, get their noses back in front. Maybe that goal will have just woken them up a little bit. It's Tam to deliver the free kick, challenging. A good save from Mossman. Had to tip it over the bar. Cleverly taken by Tam. But Mossman that time equal to it. Corner delivered towards the back post. Mossman punches away. And Boroondara escaped danger that time. Still on though for Emerging. Ball not able to reach its target from Carriage. Well, Mossman was forced to come out to that because Kokotis was chasing it down. Carriage had given up on it. I think she would have been offside. And so had almost everyone else except for Mossman and Kokotis. Mossman got there first. Throw in for Boroondara. Zoe Bennett. Bennett does well, but her ball can only find Kokotis. He launches it forward towards Carriage. It's dealt with well. The Eagles have gotten more and more of a handle on how to deal with Emerging's attacking threats as the game's gone on. Rossi being pressured by Holler. O'Keefe gets it away to Ricardo. Isabella Ricardo going on an adventure from centre back. Should play it out wide. Iaria was looking to play it into the path of her captain, Goodsmith. Rossi looking for Carriage again. Caitlin Carriage puts on the afterburners, but Mossman is there. For all of their possession, FE Emerging, it does seem like the primary way to goal is playing those balls into Carriage. And yes, she is an exceptional talent. But you'd imagine that Coach Santi Escudero will be telling them at halftime that there can be more routes to goal, they can get more creative. There's plenty of creative threats in that side. Carriage not able to keep control. O'Keefe. Now the ball played through, not able to be dealt with. Iaria looking to square it, too much on the ball. And now for a Boroondara goal kick. Seemed to be caught in two minds there, the former Calder United player. Didn't know whether to shoot or to go for a cross, and ended up overhitting the cross. Perhaps was looking at Kokotis arriving at the back post, but Carriage was also in a good spot. Mossman unconvincing with her feet, but the ball squeezes out. Holler. Murphy. Can't chase it down. Again, that's a good idea for Boroondara. Holler central to it. Dropping deep, using her body, looking to play in Murphy. Just a little bit too much on the ball. Tam with the throw. Carmen can only deflect it backwards into the path of Carriage. It's come all the way out to Kokotis. Kokotis shoots and regains FE Emerging's lead. Well, she was the cause of the first goal from her corner. And now finding space in the penalty area. She's made it to. And FE Emerging make their possession count. Again, it was good work down this right-hand side for FE Emerging, and, well, they finally managed to hit that back post properly. It came through via a deflection perfectly to Eva Kokotis, the 17-year-old, her second goal of the season. Here goes Murphy. Boroondara looking to counter straight away. Murphy delivering a tricky one. for Sophie Den to have to deal with. She did so well. Well, no foul given. It is in the end. Well, the Boroondara crowd here not happy with that decision, because Boroondara were away. Had that foul not been awarded, it was a late call from referee Angelique Katsalis. And Emerging feeling very grateful for it. Here's the goal scorer. Kokodas can't get around Patricus. Intercepted in midfield, but Boroondara not able to take advantage. Boroondara coach John Curios just making his feelings known on that non-call. O'Keefe. Rossi. Back to O'Keefe. Ricardo is getting involved, but now a long ball from Boroondara, as the fourth official indicates 1 minute of stoppage time in this first half. Ricardo. Good build-up play again from FV Emerging. Lovely work from Eva Kokodas. Carriage. I'd imagine this will be the last play of the half, all the way across to Tam. Iaria driving forward. It's played out for a corner. And this will be, you would imagine, the last play of the half. So FV Emerging could put an exclamation point on what has been a good half for them. Boroondara hoping to hold out one last attacking phase. Ball delivered in. FV Emerging players getting foots on it. Forced to be played back to O'Keefe, and that is the half-time break signalled. It's FV Emerging who go into half-time 2-1 to the good. The first goal coming as the result of a corner at the near post, not able to be dealt with by Boroondara's defence. Emerging had the better of the possession and the general play until a stunning goal from Gabrielle Holler, her 7th of the season, equalised for Boroondara. But Emerging regained their lead. Eva Kokodas coming away with the ball at the back post and making absolutely no mistake. So half-time of an intriguing clash. Don't go anywhere. It's FV Emerging 2, Boroondara-Carey Eagles 1. Hello and welcome back to the home of the Matildas, where FV Emerging currently lead Boroondara-Carey Eagles 2-1. Eva Kokotis, the architect for both of FV Emerging's goals. The first one coming as the result of a corner sneaking in at the near post. The second, a good finish from across at the back post. Boroondara did equalise through their American goal scorer, Gabby Holler, the 23-year-old, scoring her 7th goal of the season. A stunning strike as well. There have been a couple of changes for FV Emerging at half-time. I can tell you that Amelia Ingalls and Danella Buttress, fresh off the under-17 Women's Asian Cup squad, have come on to the pitch. Not 100% sure who has left the pitch as of yet, but we'll find that out by process of elimination as the half goes on. It is FV Emerging who get us back underway. They are going from right to left on your screen in their blue kit. Boroondara in the white, going from right to left. Boroondara, the team with that deficit to overturn in this second half. There was a big blow to Boroondara in the first half. Korea Aquino, the 24-year-old, who of course took the NPL by storm last season, scoring 31 goals in 21 appearances. She was subbed off in the 17th minute. Not 100% sure why. There was no obvious kind of injury, but she was clearly in some sort of discomfort, and that's why she was withdrawn. So Boroondara will have to overturn the deficit without the services of Aquino. Yaria trying to play it through, can't do so. You can hear cries of switch it as the young team attempt to find a way through Boroondara's press. Kokotis. Oh, fantastic work from Eva Kokotis to get away from the Boroondara players. And they were looking to switch play. Tam being put under some pressure. It's come out now for Emerging, trying to get the ball in, but called back for offside was Danella Buttress, one of the substitutes. Looks like it may have been Ava Goodsmith, one of the substitutes who came off, as Karina Rossi now seems to have that captain's armband on. Iaria. Still going, Iaria. B2 squares it into the middle and dealt with just in the end by Boroondara's defence. That was great work from the 17-year-old Fiorina Iaria. Beat several players, managed to get to the byline and square it. Dangerous ball in the 6-yard box. Now Boroondara, there's no real target up top. They're defending quite deep, and Gabby Holler and Cicely Paraskevas are the two. But on that occasion, there's just no one to hit. So any momentum of their counter-attack is lost. Holler taking on Accardo. Holler squaring it. Paraskevas all the way to Rasheen Murphy, who at the second bite can't get it past Sophie Dean in goal. It's great goalkeeping from the 17-year-old to keep Boroondara at bay. And now Kokotis is offside, so won't have the opportunity to add to her goal tally so far. And Ellen Turner for Boroondara is the player down. Hopefully this is nothing too serious. Boroondara's captain. In the meantime, it does appear the second FE emerging player who left the pitch at half-time was Poppy O'Keefe, because Jade Tam has perhaps tucked into centre-back. So just a little switch of positions. Those players obviously coming back from Indonesia, maybe just needing a little bit more time to adjust back to life in Melbourne, and maybe still feeling those effects of that long-term travel. Of course, the under-17 Junior Matildas campaign coming to an end on Monday. Not picking up any points and not able to get out of their group, but still, of course, a fantastic learning experience for the youngsters that went. 3 of whom are in the team for FE emerging today, as unfortunately it looks like that is Ellen Turner's day done for Boroondara. She gave away the captain's armband, limping on a hamstring perhaps, or calf, just clutching at the back of a left hamstring. So again, hopefully that is only precautionary and nothing too long term. Skavis. Murphy. And that substitution will be made for Turner, so it'll be number 20, Sophia Gilletti, who will make her way onto the park. Boroondara really struck by injury today. Nais Yosefsky not in the team today, the speedster. She's a big miss. Haley Gertz unavailable. Korea Aquino substituted out earlier. They'll be hoping it doesn't matter too much though, as Murphy driving into the box. Rasheen Murphy headed away. Second phase of play, Lim. A shot high and wide. Murphy's been busy out on that left-hand side for Boroondara today. Hasn't quite been able to connect to that final ball as of yet, but is causing some issues. It was a great battle in the first half between her and Jade Tam. Now that Tam's moved into the centre, it'll be Amelia Ingalls who she's taking on instead. Carmen manages to get there ahead of Carriage. Andalis. Her pass intercepted. Yaria, no, not able to get past Lim. She'll duck in this time though. Well defended by Patricus, who is the player who picked up that captain's armband when Turner was forced off with injury. Should mention FE emerging also with some injuries of their own. Ellen Gaudry, who would have been the oldest player on the pitch for emerging at 19 years of age, seems to have some sort of issue with her knee, so hopefully that's not super serious. There's a nice long diagonal outline for emerging. Buttress searching for options, trying to create an opening. She'll square it into the middle. It's gone over the top of everybody, and eventually a foot in there by Boroondara's defence. Kokotis. West away. Back to Kokotis. Carriage. Couldn't get it back to Kokotis, who was making the right run. West away. Iaria. Looking to play that diagonal towards Butchers at the back post. Ella Butchers has already scored 3 NPLW goals this season. In fact, scored a brace against Preston, who are on top of the table as it stands, although did suffer a pretty consequential defeat against Preston last night. Patrikas not able to advance the ball forward. Fantastic work from Westaway to get back for FE Emerging. Of course, Preston suffering the defeat against Bulleen. Apologies. Maybe they were defeated by themselves. That's quite philosophical. Patrikas with the throw. Appeals for a foul. Not given, though, by the referee. And that's a nice turn from Carriage, who looked to switch play, but good positioning from Carmen to prevent anything untoward happening there. Oh, Holler gave herself away then. I think if she'd have played it a little bit cooler, she might have gotten away with that. The referee, Angelique Katsalis, took a little while to award the foul, but anyway, play continues. It's great work from Kokotis to win the ball back. Cuts it inside from the byline. Carriage looking to turn and shoot. Couldn't get the angle that was required. Ricardo, Tam. That's a lovely ball from Jade Tam into the feet of Danella Butchers. Butchers over the top of everyone. Kokotis will go back and collect. Can't get past Patrikas. Emerging will win it back though in midfield. Good work from O'Keefe, who in fact has not left the field of play. She has just tucked into a 6 role, while Tam has gone back into centre back. There's another Boroondara player down. It's Rasheen Murphy this time, but FE Emerging will continue play. The ball cut back for the run. A shot from Rossi was blocked away. And now, finally, the cries to kick the ball away are heeded. Well, hopefully this isn't yet another injury for Boroondara, because they've already had 2 just in the 55 minutes of this game so far, and Murphy has been lively. In the meantime, we will see a substitution for FE Emerging, and it's Theodora Juric who is coming on the pitch for Caitlin Carriage. Carriage has been busy today, maybe not quite at her best. She hasn't been able to sort of find her feet and get her body shape right a lot of the time, but that is something that happens a lot with young players still growing into the body and trying to find a way to make it work. Still a good return for her to the NPLW Victoria. And in great news, Murphy is back up. There's a shot from outside the box for emerging. It's dealt with well by Mossman. But Roisin Murphy will be okay to continue, and everyone here from a Boroondara perspective is breathing a great big sigh of relief about that. They could not afford to lose another player to injury today. Iaria with the throw, looking for Rossi. Karina Rossi does foul Patricus in her attempt to win the ball. Patricus free kick up the line. Holler dropping very, very deep to pick that one up, but her pass has given it straight back to her opposition. They've done well at getting back and defending. Boroondara emerging have been the team with the majority of possession, the majority of opportunities, but still nothing created 100% clear cut in this half for emerging. And the best opportunity of this half coming Boroondara's way, and it was a fantastic save from their keeper, Sophie Den. Juric. Iaria. Cutting inside. Iaria shaped to shoot and didn't get the power or height required to clear the Boroondara defence, so emerging again will recycle possession. Ricardo. Iaria. Kokotis. Looking to show something fancy, couldn't get past Patricus. Kokotis. Switching play on her weaker right foot. Ingles. Playing it out wide. Buttress slipping, still on the ball. Carmen applying the pressure and Carmen committing the foul. Buttress has looked lively since coming on. It's a fantastic story. The 17-year-old, she was born in Iraq, moved to Australia in 2013, didn't speak the language. It's a fantastic article on Football Australia's Our Game about how she used football to grow into her new country and make friends. And is thriving now for FV emerging as that free kick is headed away. Appeals for handballs, not given against Carmen, so Boroondara be looking to advance. Can't get past Jade Tam anyway. That's a lovely touch from Buttress into the feet of Jurich, who plays it forward and a shot from the edge of the area. It's a good save initially from Mossman. And eventually she manages to reel it in. A great opportunity for FE Emerging to add their third. It was fantastic work from Buttress, who played it into Jurich. And then the shot on the left boot of Karina Rossi. Almost beating Mossman. Jurich back on the ball. Good work from Ricardo. And there was a groan of frustration from Isabella Ricardo. Not too happy with that ball played through. Again, a reminder, this is FE Emerging's first NPLW game since the 20th of April. So you'd imagine they've been practicing hard in that month on their patterns of play. They'd be very keen to get back out there. It does mean quite a challenging run of games in the next few weeks. They come up against the high-flying Bulleen on Wednesday night at the Veneto Club. Play the following Wednesday as well as the weekend, so plenty of fixtures to come. O'Keefe's ball not finding its way to Buttress. Here goes Carmen. Can see Carmen well tackled by the substitute Amelia Ingalls. Buttress trying to chase that one down, can't do so. Zoe Bennett for Boroondara hasn't seen a lot of the ball in this second half. She's just lurking in the middle at the moment. She'll be the target if Holler can get away from her defenders. Can't do so. It's FE Emerging who come away with it. Carmen prevents any thoughts of a counter-attack. Holler. Up against Jade Tam. Back to Murphy. Rasheen Murphy. Her delivery easily dealt with by Den in goals. O'Keefe. Jurich was forced to play it back. Now back at the feet of Ricardo. Jurich. And that ball from Ingalls was aiming for the feet of Rossi. Now another concern for Boroondara. It's Rasheen Murphy again for the second time is down, and the physios will be called onto the pitch this time. And this might be her day done, unfortunately. The 20-year-old. Again, she's looked very lively out on that side, but whatever this issue is, she hasn't been able to shake it off. She is back up on her feet, which is a good sign. It's just a bit proppy on that right leg. So if she's forced to come off, which the referee is indicating, although Boroondara is saying not yet, and that would be the third time that a Boroondara player has been forced off the pitch through injury in this game. John Kyrgios just motioning for no sub, although now the physio is saying that there needs to be, so you can imagine we'll see that in the next play. In the meantime, it's Effie emerging on the ball. Juric playing a 1-2 with Buttress. It's cleared away by Boroondara, only as far as Jade Tam, who will switch play and recycle possession for emerging. Ocado, O'Keefe, Iaria, up the line to Kokotis. O'Keefe again. Iaria turning into the trouble of Venezia Lim. It's a good challenge to keep the ball for emerging. Iaria, Lim in the way of the pass. And now two substitutions will be made for Boroondara. So Zoe Bennett will be coming off the pitch for Stephanie Kelly. And Elsa Sousa will be the player to replace Rasheen Murphy. Well, Bennett was involved in the first half, really struggled to make her mark in the second before being withdrawn, and of course Murphy struggling with an injury that was picked up in the second half at some stage. That is a confident turn from Jade Tam. If she'd have gotten that wrong, then Boroondara were in. But instead, it's given emerging the ball in a promising position, and as a result, they've won a corner. That is just audacious from Jade Tam. Imagine being 16 years of age and having the confidence to know that you can just step around an on-rushing attacker. Of course, that's what they train for, because it leads to situations just like this one. Corner taken short. Back to Kokotis, who can't clear Sousa. Now another substitution for FV emerging. Amelia Tartaglia, another one of those players who was at the Under-17 Women's Asian Cup, comes on. She replaces Fiorina Iaria. Iaria again, very lively, had a good game, and perhaps can be partially credited for that first goal. She was there and thereabouts, making sure that the ball crossed the line and went into the net. I think it will be classed as an own goal, but Iaria are a big part of that goal. Well, player dragged down right on the edge of the box. It wasn't far outside of it. Theodora Juric was the one who was brought down. So it'll be a free kick for Emerging in a very dangerous situation. Is Boroondara's substitute, Elsa Sousa, the 28-year-old former Bayside United player, of course now Bentley Greens. So another challenging set-piece situation to deal with. Ball delivered in, punched away by Mossman. And Sousa is there to clear. Eventually, the second time of asking, Boroondara get the ball away. Rossi looked to play it back, but could only find the path of Boroondara. Emerging do come away with it though. Holler just not able to quite get a grip on it again. She's dropping deep as she has done all game, the goal scorer. Great work from Kokotis. Playing it back to Tartaglia. Westaway. Can't find the target. Ricardo getting involved, making sure the ball didn't reach Holler. O'Keefe. Ricardo being pressured by Paraskevas. Isabella Ricardo goes to ground, and now Gabby Holler in space. That's great work again by Jade Tam. She's really been a standout today. And now the shot from Lim has hit the referee, Angelique Katsalas, who apologises. One of the most difficult things about being a referee is positioning. It's incredibly challenging. There was some concern for a moment with the force that ball hit her. An attempted follow-up shot from Lim. She'll get another opportunity now to whip in a ball. Boroondara trying to challenge for it, but it was Danella Butcherus who was there and able to head it away. And this is where Boroondara can capitalise. They only needed one opportunity in the first half, and Holler took it. They've got tall targets in the box. They've got the height and strength advantage over referee Emerging. Can they find a target? Lim delivers the corner. Dangerous looking, and Gabby Holler makes no mistake at the back post. She has been close to inevitable this season. And Boroondara, they equalise late on in this game. That is now her 8th goal this season, Gabby Holler. She's scored in all but 2 games. This is actually the first time that she's scored a brace. She's been so consistent. She's scored 1 in almost every game. You got the sense that that could happen. Emerging, again, they've had more chances, more possession, more shots, all of those things. But when you've got a goal scorer like Holler, Boroondara were never ever out of the game. And now it's 2-2. 15 minutes of regulation time to go. And you just wonder which way this game is going to swing. O'Keefe. Juric. Fighting for it was Rossi. And again, it's something that is kind of inevitable with FE emerging with the young players. They are going to be at that disadvantage from set pieces in terms of height and strength. And that's not really something that you can do too much about, but it is something that opposition teams know that they need to capitalise on, and in this case they've done so. Holler really has had 2 sights on goal all game. She's scored twice. Could this be her third? Gabby Holler shoots from distance. High and wide this time. And that's probably what they've needed all game. She's needed to be more involved at that line of FE Emerging's defence. Get her a little bit higher, let her use her strength directly against the centre backs rather than having to drop deep all the time. Here she is again. Holler. Gabby Holler, ball towards the back stick. Can't reach Stephanie Kelly. And now suddenly the intensity in this game has just gone up a notch. Ball played forward into the path of Kokotis. We'll see back to Kokotis. Juric. All the way back. Now look at this pressure from Elsa Souza. Manages to get away that time, Sam. Buttress. Janella Buttress delivers a good ball. Headed away though by Patricus. Picked up by Juric. Somehow FE Emerging come away with it. Kokotis shoots and skews it wide. Referee Angelique Casalas has ruled a corner, so opportunity not over for Emerging. Cries from Boroondara coach John Curios to ensure that his players stay tight and man mark. See how Emerging approach this corner. It goes into a dangerous area, headed away by Holler. It was good work from Westerway to win the ball, but she wasn't able to control it, and so it is a Boroondara goal kick. In Holler, she is winning attacking corners to score equaliser. She's winning defensive corners to keep her side in the game. Shows the importance of having an aerial presence. Tartaglia intercepts. Sousa can only play it out of play. Tartaglia. Ball's cleared almost into the grandstands, hit the fence of the fantastic facility here at home of the Matildas. Buttress trying to find a way through. Westerway uses her body well, but can't find a teammate. Boroondara defenders getting back well. Part of what we're seeing, to be honest, is what you expect when you see this young team up against older, more experienced players. They have won a foul there, and will be another opportunity. You can see the talent on display. You can see the tricky feat, the ability that is there. But sometimes they're struggling just with the physicality of Boroondara in both boxes. And sometimes that can be the difference between 3 points or a draw or even potentially a defeat. Although they are the team again who have this opportunity to take the lead for the third time. Dam takes a strike. Well, it was ambitious. Certainly had the power and the distance on it. That was not the problem at all. And the direction not quite right. So well and truly over the crossbar, and Boroondara remain level. Karina Rossi pressing high. Holler got a touch but couldn't get the control required. Buttress looking for the back stick. That clearance from Carmen not convincing, but Mossman is able to come out and claim. Long ball from Mossman. Looking again for Holler, but Accardo, good strength from her. And now going on a run is Accardo. She'll play it off to O'Keefe. Out wide to Buttress. Looking for the centre. Karina Rossi fighting. Buttress again. Eventually, Boroondara, just by sheer weight of numbers, able to get it away. The crowd getting into this now, asking players to drive forward, but Jade Tam has been so calm all game. Can clear it away. Tartaglia. Ooh, and Westaway was taken out by Patricus. Eventually, the foul is called, and Maria Patricus, well, she is on a yellow card. Maria Patricus from the first half. The referee is coming over to talk to the fourth official. And she is not reaching for a second yellow. In the meantime, we've seen a substitution for FV Emerging. Samira Rexepi has come onto the field of play. The 18-year-old, 11 goals in the under-19s last season. She's come on the pitch and replacing Poppy O'Keefe. Oh, well, Buttress attempted something fancy, didn't quite come off. Buttress. Ella Buttress goes to ground, wins the foul from Stephanie Kelly. Again, the intensity in this game just going up and up. Buttress playing it forward to Rossi. Karina Rossi delivering. Offside flag is raised by Declan Keogh, the assistant referee on that far side. Holler trying to be dealt with by Ingles, and she does well. And the Boroondara bench furious. Damn well, she got away with that one. Ricocheting both ways. It's a lovely ball through from Westaway. The substitute, Rexepi, won it, but again, the offside flag is up. You wonder if that was against Rexepi or Buttress. Somewhere in that to and fro, someone was offside. Perhaps it was that second ball where Buttress was just away from the line. And both teams going for the win here. Tartaglia with the throw. Patrikas gets the header in, and Bundoora advancing forward. Good work by Galetti. Ricardo is there. Sousa. There was some contact, no foul given. Kicked up, and cries of composure from the Boroondara bench because it really was to no one. Emerging win the throw. Holla. Looking for Paraskevas. Flag is up for a handball against Emerging. 5 minutes for Boroondara to take this momentum and turn it into 3 points. 5 minutes of stoppage time. The scoreboard here at the home of the Matildas is a few minutes behind, so that may add to some tension or confusion in the last few minutes. The ball launched forward by Lim. Holla trying to turn away and get the shot off. It was dealt with very well by Ricardo. Well, lots of protests from the Boroondara bench at that. Not quite sure why that free kick was awarded. Perhaps an offside or some sort of infringement in the build-up. Here's Paraskevas. Can't get the ball past that right flank defence of Emerging. Now this time intercepted high up the pitch. Appeals for handball. It may have come up and hit Tam in the hand, but it may not have counted as a handball. Here we go though, ball delivered in, and no one there at the back post. And Angelique Catsalis looks like she may have just had enough of these protests. Of course, the referee entitled to deliver a yellow card if she sees fit. Hasn't done so just yet. It's Boroondara who have won themselves a free kick in another dangerous position. Lim, who will make themselves the stoppage time hero for Boroondara. Ball delivered in, aiming for Holla, just beyond Gabby Holla. Elsa Sousa was arriving at the back post, couldn't get there. That was not far away from a Gabby Holla hat-trick. She's been so dangerous today, the American. From South Alabama Jaguars in the college system. Here she is on the ball again, playing it forward. An opportunity for a shot from Stephanie Kelly. Not enough power on it. Dan kicks it long. Lim is there. Venetia Lim just kicking it forward to Gabby Holla now. Holla toe poking it through, and arriving was Sousa. Keeper's done well again. Only minutes left in this game. Emerging now, other team driving forward. Lim though cutting it out well. Well, neither team happy to settle for a draw. Of course, 3 points for Boroondara would see them equal in 4th place, which is really where they want to be. And after the adversity they faced in this game, losing their captain, losing last season's top goal scorer, Correa Rakino, and also Rasheen Murphy to injury, getting a result, let alone 3 points out of this game where they've been behind twice, would be quite something. West away. Emerging, looking for one last opportunity. One last chance. Kokotis. Played to the byline. Maybe one last chance to cut it in. It's cleared away well by Boroondara. Full-time whistle could not be far away. Great ball towards Butcherus. Danella Butcherus keeps it in towards the back post. A header! And not enough power on it to beat Mossman. One last Hail Mary from FE Emerging. Almost came off. Well, that would have been quite some way to finish this game. But as it stands, that is full time at the home of the Matildas. FE Emerging took the lead twice. Firstly, a corner that snuck in at the near post. Hiaria was lurking for that one. Boroondara equalised to make it 1-1. It was a fantastic strike by Gabby Holler from the edge of the area. Then Eva Kokotis just before half-time made it 2-1. FE Emerging, for the most part, had the more possession, more shots, more opportunities. But Boroondara made their experience count, and it was their American striker, Gabby Holler, in the second half, who equalised. Things certainly ratcheted up towards the end of the second half. The intensity lifted, and both teams looked likely. An opportunity at the very end for Karina Rossi, almost putting a bow on FE Emerging's performance, but it was not to be, thanks to that brace from Gabby Holler and just that little bit of added experience in the Boroondara side. Thank you so much for joining us here this afternoon at the home of the Matildas. My name is Taryn Heddo. It's been a pleasure having your company this afternoon. It ends here. FE Emerging 2. Boroondara-Carey Eagles 2.